Okay, so today we are going to be doing the cartoon slash live action shows from the 1990s to 2010s. I believe these are based off of Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and Disney Channel. Let me see. Okay, I wanted to shout out the person who made this list, but I don't see their name. But shout outs to the person who made this tier list. I don't know. But okay, either way, here we go. I don't really care about the community. It's all about me. Okay, so S, of course, means the best. A is really good. B is not bad. C is no. S is like really good. A is like very good. B is good. C is not bad, and D is just I don't like it, and then never seen. So 16, never seen it. But I do remember it's like 16s, and they're all 16, which so Adventure Time. I'm actually currently watching Adventure Time. I'm on like season 5 or 6 or something like that. I'm almost done with the season. It's good. I enjoy it a lot. Um, except I've seen a lot of people like enjoy this character, but who was it? Lemon Grab? I don't like that guy, but a lot of people do. So maybe I'm in the wrong for this. I don't know, but I'm gonna give Adventure Time an S rank. It's really good. I remember like years ago when the show first came out, and I was like, we'd see the commercials for it all the time, and I was super duper excited for it. And then like I got to watch like the first maybe 2 seasons, and then I didn't have cable for like a while, and then eventually decided to, or then like recently actually I decided to get back into it, and it's yeah, I like it a lot. All Grown Up. So everybody knows that when it comes to Rugrats way better. All Grown Up is okay. I didn't like love it, so I'm actually gonna give that a C. It's fine for like it's not like garbage. I'm trying. Yeah, it was either C or I'm gonna like B. I don't know. I feel like I haven't watched enough for it to be like okay, it's really good. I've seen a couple episodes, but give it a C. Now, next one, oh, The Amazing World of Gumball, S tier. This show's great. It's really, really good. Like, there was the time where like cartoons and stuff kind of like they weren't that they kind of like sucked a little, and but then like when they brought like Adventure Time, Gumball, and regular show, that's kind of like those were and Steven Universe and it was the Gravity Falls and stuff. Like there was a time where like cartoons kind of came back, you know, and it was really awesome. Okay, so American Dad D. I just I don't get the concept of this show. I don't think it's that funny. Like if anything, like Family Guy is like better than American Dad and Cleveland Show for me. I just don't find like I've seen a couple episodes and I just never like laughed at anything. So Aqua Teen Hunger Force, I believe that's what it's called. Never seen it. Oh, I guess this also adds like well, I guess this has showed up on Adult Swim, so never mind. Okay, Avatar Last Airbender. I recently rewatched the whole thing. Real good. The original. Real good. I haven't seen Legend of Korra, so that would be in my never seen. Batman the Animated Series. I know like people love this show. Like they love this show. And so I don't know. I've only seen a couple like a handful of episodes. So like I guess really it's not, but I'm gonna give it an A tier though. I remember they were really awesome. So but I haven't, yeah. I think if I had watched the whole thing, maybe that would maybe B for Batman. Because yeah, just because for the lack of episodes that I've seen. But I've enjoyed the episodes that I've watched. Ben 10. Ben 10 was it was cool. Like I remember when I first saw it, I was like not sure of myself. Like, do I like this show? But I think it's not a bad show. I think it's pretty like solid. But I only seen like I've only seen when he had the first 10. Like I knew he like got more like later, but I didn't continue watching it from then. So I'm also gonna give it a B. B for Ben 10. Big Time Rush. My sister was into it, but not me. Didn't watch it. Boondocks. Never seen it either. Camp Lazlo. Oh boy. Yeah, this is the one with the monkey, like the elephant, and like the lizard or gator, whatever he was. Um, it was okay. Uh, it's not D. I know that. I'm thinking either like I know I've like watched a lot of the show when I was younger, cause like yeah, like it wasn't bad enough for me to like change the channel, but I just I was like, oh, Camp Lazlo, yeah, I'll watch it. But like there are times when I'm like, if I see this versus like something like whatever, like this versus Ben 10, for example, I don't know what I think I would actually choose Camp Lazlo over Ben 10. I don't know. Yeah, because like Camp Lazlo, you can just watch any episode and it's fine, but Ben 10, like, there's kind of like a story, you know? So I'm gonna give it an A? Camp Lazlo? No, but that must mean I really like. So actually, no, I'm gonna give it a B. I think, yeah, I think it's good enough. Cat Dog. Okay, so when I was young, loved Cat Dog. As I got older, actually no, I thought I saw no, I didn't. But but from my memory, Cat Dog was really good, so I'm giving A. I enjoyed it. Chowder? I love Chowder, dude. I understand that a lot of people don't because of he can come off as like annoying. But quick story. So when I first saw Chowder, I like was like, I don't know if I wanted to watch this. But I went on a cruise when like I was in I don't know how old, like middle school or like freshman year or something. I don't remember. But I went to a cruise and those and like I got seasick a lot. Like that's just I get like motion sickness and seasick was just another one I found out I got. And so I didn't really do much except for stay in bed in my room. And as I was just flipping through channels, I would have watched Dragon Ball Z, but like I didn't understand Spanish. But like they had Chowder and it was in English, so I was like, well, I guess I might as well just watch it. And then the more I kept watching it, I was like, you know what? I kind of like this, so I'm gonna give it an S tier just because I enjoyed the heck out of it. Yeah, Cleveland Show also D. Just I didn't find funny. Star Wars, never seen Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Corey in the House. Oh man. If I had to choose between Corey in the House and That's So Raven, I'm gonna go with That's So Raven. Corey in the House was fine. So I'm just gonna give it a C. C for Corey in the House, you know what I'm saying? Courage the Cowardly Dog. This was a phenomenal show. People need to like it was so good at like what it was doing, like because I remember, oh man, like when I first saw it, yeah, this thing like freaking scared me for sure. Like I was frightened. Like I remember, like yeah, because like the show itself, like everything that they've done, all the episodes that they've ever done, like it's just real good. Like I don't even know if a lot of the kids nowadays like even know about the show, but like they definitely should go watch it. Like it is like yeah, it's just like almost like a masterpiece. Cow and Chicken. Oh man, okay, I think I've seen an episode recently. Okay, so for those that don't know, also there's an app called Pluto TV. If you have a smart TV, which most people do, or like a Roku or something, you can get this Pluto.tv app, and it's basically just like reruns of old shows. Like they have certain, like they don't have a Cartoon Network channel, which I think kind of sucks, but I guess because Cartoon Network belongs to, like, no, but then they have Nickelodeon, so But anyway, Cow and Chicken, like I've seen an episode like recently somewhere. I don't even remember where, but I think it still holds up. So I'm gonna give it an A. I think it still holds up. Danny Phantom. Okay, so made by the same person with the Fairly Odd Parents. Danny Phantom I enjoyed a lot actually, so I'm actually also gonna give it an A. A or S? I don't know. It's one of those. Cause like for me, Fairly Odd Parents is an S tier. But Danny Phantom, I definitely did not like the D that he got like on his shirt like later. I thought that was weird. But no, you know what? I think Danny Phantom's good. I'm gonna give it an S tier. Dexter's Lab. Oh, S tier. I love Dexter's Lab. Okay, I remember where I watched the like. Okay, this actually sparked a memory. Cow and Chicken. Okay, I saw an episode because the Cartoon Network YouTube channel was doing a live stream where they were showing an episode of like one of their like, so it would be like an episode of regular show or Adventure Time or Cow and Chicken and Dexter's Lab. So okay, that's how I kind of remembered. That's where I saw it recently. And yeah, I think it still kind of holds up. But like Dexter's Lab is just fun. It's just a fun show to watch. Drake and Josh. Okay, so if we're excluding like everything that Drake has done in the past. We're just just talking about the show and nothing else. Drake and Josh was a fun show. I loved it when I was younger. But like I said, excluding everything that Drake has done, Drake and Josh was a great show. I'm gonna actually give it an A. Actually, hold on. I'm trying to think. So, in terms of live action, is it better than Have He? Okay, I wasn't like the biggest iCarly fan. Um, I didn't watch Hannah Montana. I didn't watch, what was it, Big Time Rush. Uh, Ned's Declassified. I like that show too. But I'm trying to see comparing to and The Sweet Life. I have seen That's So Raven. Wizards of okay, actually no. This one goes S tier. Yeah, that one is probably my favorite. That and Ned's are like my favorite live action. The other ones are whatever. So Ed and Eddie, Ed and Eddie S tier. Easy. I love the show. It was just fun. The characters are great. The finale was actually really good. The finale like movie was really good. That stuff on my screen. What it is. Off. Fairly Odd Parents, S tier. Love the show. It's just fun. So many episodes. I know like the later seasons started to suck when they like the baby was introduced and like the dog. But I didn't watch those as much. I watched like the good part, and the good parts are just really good. Family Guy. Okay, so I put American Dad and Cleveland Show at D. Family Guy. I'm gonna give it an A. Or because like just like Fairly Odd Parents, Family Guy was pretty funny. I'm gonna give it an A. Was really funny in the beginning. I especially loved like, oh, remember the time like they would do like flashbacks, and then it was just that stuff was great. The later there was a couple of seasons. I don't know if it was in the like the middle now, because like they've added more seasons since the last time I've seen it, but there was times where like I just couldn't watch it anymore because like it was just boring. And then I don't know if they've made more seasons. I'm sure they have, because you see these Family Guy clips like all the time, but I just haven't watched it, so that's why I bumped it down to an A over Fairly Odd Parents, because I just stopped completely, and I haven't found it funny anymore. But from what I've seen back then, like it was huge. Family Guy was huge back then. A lot of their like the clips that people would clip out onto YouTube, like they were huge. So now, okay, So here's an interesting one. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. What Courage the Cowardly Dog did better than Flapjack was they just drew things like all gross looking, and like that was it. You know what I mean? Like this was kind of like the start. Like a lot of YouTubers, they do a lot of YouTube animators. You watch, like some of them will do like the like very disturbing looking thing. I'm sure that they got the influence from Flapjack, because Flapjack, I remember seeing it on TV, and I was just like every time, like Flapjack is the type of show that every time I see it, I just want to change the channel. I have seen a couple episodes here and there, but like, yeah, I'm giving it D. I just do not like the show because of that, and like it makes me so uncomfortable. But like Courage was like I was younger, I was way younger, but like they just did it right because it was interesting to watch. Like every episode was just so interesting. I just had to know like what happened to Courage. But like this one, I'm like I don't care about Flapjack, dude, or Captain Knuckles or the whale or whatever. I just didn't care. The Flintstones. Okay, so everyone knows the Flintstones really really old. I have watched it like on Boomerang and like whenever just like random episodes here and there. I played their mobile game that plays like the Simpsons Tapped Out game. But like other than that, like it's not a bad show, you know. So it's good, which is why I'm gonna give it a C. It's not bad, but it's not like S tier. You know what I mean? But Foster's S tier. Foster's Home is awesome. Actually, now I'm curious. I wonder if they have an Ed and Eddie Funko because yeah, I collected I got Mac and Blue the Funko recently, and they're just great. I even got a Dexter's one, and I wanted to get a Courage or Gumball or I I was even trying to look for the regular show, but they're like $300 because they came out like a long time ago, and I didn't collect them at the time. Missed out on it, so you know it is what it is. But Foster's Home is great. You know, I love the show. I like watched it a lot. I think in high school was when I was watching it. Or no, middle school. I was in middle school. And I just yeah, I've pretty much watched like every episode. Great. Futurama is fun. I'm giving A. I like Futurama. Um Especially like that there was one episode where everyone talks about with the dog that like stayed in one of the saddest episodes, but Futurama, I don't remember making it or making me like laugh super hard, but like the show just has like a really good consistency to it, and I just enjoy it. Like I enjoy it. Like it's like a good enough show that like I gotta watch the whole episode. So keeps me hooked in. Gravity Falls. Okay, so here's a big one that a lot of people are probably gonna give me a lot of hate for this, but I just haven't seen the show yet. I want to. It's on my list, but I'm like I said, I'm watching Adventure Time first. I'm gonna try to watch like Gravity Falls, Steven Universe. Um, I'm like trying to catch up on shows, but it's mainly because I watch a lot of anime. So like I choose that over like these shows because I'm watching these ones kind of like slowly, you know. So Gravity Falls, I want to get to it, but just haven't yet. Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy S tier. Oh man, like this show has made me like laugh out loud so hard. It's so good. It's just hilarious to me. It's great, great show. Hannah Montana, didn't watch it. Hey Arnold. Okay, so here's an interesting one. Hey Arnold. I mentioned the Pluto.tv app earlier, where they kind of bring back old shows, and Hey Arnold is on that list. Like I was when I had COVID for like 2 weeks, right? I was quarantined for 2 weeks, and when I had COVID, Hey Arnold was one of the shows that I got to watch, and after watching it, I'm like, you know what? This show still holds up. So S tier. Okay, now iCarly, I've only seen like a small handful of episodes, but like is when like my sister was watching and I was just playing on my DS or something, you know. So I never like actually sat down and watched the show. So I'm gonna put never seen. But yeah, if I had to choose, I'm definitely choosing Drake and Josh over iCarly. Because I've seen clips and stuff, and I just feel like it's just not for me. I didn't want to give it a D because like I feel like I can't call it a bad show, but it's just not for me. So I rather just put never seen than to put like to give it like a low rating. Invader Zim, okay. I enjoy Invader Zim, but I don't see the like why like okay, every show's got to have a cult following, right? And I enjoy Invader Zim. Like I'm gonna give it an A tier, but like I just never got. I guess I just never like understood as to why it was like S tier for most people, if that makes sense. Most people give it an S tier because like for them it's like they love Invader Zim. And don't get me wrong, when they brought the show back and people were extremely ecstatic, ever since like then I don't know if people like still felt like it was super good or not, if I remembered correctly. But like if I remembered, like I think people ended up not liking the second season as much, but I might be like totally wrong. Maybe like they did like it and I just didn't watch it. So it's a short show. Maybe I gotta like go back and watch it again to see if why people, yeah. But I maybe it's also because my memory is just bad. I can't like remember some episodes on top of my head right now. But I do remember enjoying it though. Like I know I didn't skip out on this when I was younger, but yeah. So this one, okay, next one, Jetsons. I actually prefer Jetsons over Flintstones, so I'm gonna give Jetsons a B. I guess I'm just like the futuristic setting over the caveman setting. So Jimmy Neutron, Jimmy Neutron, I'm gonna give an A. Um, ooh, yeah, I think A. And let me see. I think the reason I want to give it an A was instead of an S is because I I prefer like like the cartoon, you know, like not CGI. It did look a little weird. And also like it was, you know, based off science, so like I wasn't really like a big science kid, but like it was okay like cuz the spin-off the Sheen or whatever, I was like, "Eh, didn't really watch that." But I think like the crossover with Fairly Odd Parents was really good, you know? And I mean, for me, I feel like, you know, besides the God of Blast, I feel like the most popular thing about it is, "Heh, I'm Paul," like the three-eyed monkey at the end. So, I don't know. It was a good show though. I did watch it. I remember it was always like Jimmy Neutron and then Fairly Odd Parents and then SpongeBob. Like that was like my Friday or whatever it was. Johnny Test. Johnny Test is not bad. It's not my favorite. I'm gonna give it a B. It was a solid show. Um, I remember some of it. Yeah, but I just watched it just cause like I like watched this if there was like nothing else on. So you know, Johnny Bravo. Uh, I don't think Johnny Bravo is would be considered okay nowadays, but I kind of watched it like a couple years ago, like recently, and it's I still find it hilarious. But I'm an older person, so take that for what you will. But the show's great. It's yeah, to me it's funny. It's good. Kim Possible. I liked Kim Possible. I thought it was fun show to watch. Would watch it. Oh, okay. It was so. My parents used to have a car, the Honda Odyssey, and my parents got the like TV attachment, like it's on the top, and then you just like unclip it, and then you pull it down, just like a little TV. And I would always go to like a Saturday school. But before I went to so I used to go like tutorings on Saturdays and like swimming and I think and then like just in case my parents wanted to go anywhere else, I would always go. And I remember that in the mornings, like when I would drive from the swimming to like go eat and then to go to school, they would always um or we would always watch TV, and then we change the radio thing and then so that we can watch TV. And I remember Kim Possible being on there, and then we would just watch it because it was a fun show. It was a good show. King of the Hill. Okay, so I might get a lot of hate for this one too. I just don't get it. I don't find it hilarious. Um, it's not for me. I've been told that I was dumb for not getting the show, but to be fair, the guy that told me that was like a bully, and he's he's stupid too. Nobody liked this guy, and he he tried to this guy tried to make friends with people by shoving them and pushing them around and stuff. And those people, like, they tried to get rid of him and they just couldn't because he had no friends. So the guy was a jerk, but I'm not gonna say his name, even though nobody likes him from where I met him. Guy was a poo face. Kids Next Door. This one still holds up. S tier. I like it a lot. When I was young, it for those who were young, right? And you like thought to yourself like, man, wouldn't it be cool if I was a part of the Kids Next Door? I'm sure people thought that in their minds, but they, didn't say that out loud. It's a good show. When you, especially if you're a kid watching it, you're gonna be like, man, this show's great. Because you're gonna wish like, man, if only I was. But I'm sure a lot of kids thought that in their minds, but they just don't want to admit it because it sounds silly saying it out loud. But I'm pretty sure. My Life as a Teenage Robot. I like the show too. But do I like it enough to give it an A tier? I don't think so. I'm gonna give it a solid B though. Like it's still a good show. Like I still recommend it to people, but I would rather like recommend other shows before I recommend. But like when I bring this up, people, oh yeah, I remember. So yeah, it was not bad. It's a fun show, but yeah. Okay, so the Looney Tunes. If this is the not remake. Let me see, 2010s. Okay, yeah. So if that one was like the one that like not the original, but the one that they brought back, I actually enjoyed the show. Um, couldn't tell you why, but I just really liked it. So I wouldn't give it an S though. I'm gonna give the original an S because that one for sure was what got me into cartoons. So I'm giving this one an A. I can't explain why I liked it so much, but I really do. Magic School Bus was educational. It was when like we were in school or like when I went to the doctor's office, I would watch it. I like this wasn't something I actively chose to watch at home. So, it was educational. I was like, no way. But it's not a bad show either. Like it's good for kids. They should definitely watch it. My gym partner's a monkey. Oh right, okay. I remember this one too. The human kid going to the animal school because his last name was Lion. Uh, this one's tough. I'm not giving it an A or an S. I'm trying to decide between B or C because I'm gonna give it a B. I think it was like on par with like Johnny Test. you know, like for me, My Gym Partner's a Monkey is not a show that like, oh, nostalgia hit me and like I want to sit down and watch it. But it's just, you know, like it's fine. Like or it's not fine. It is a good show, but it's not a show like. But I think it's better than anything that I have under here, except for the Never Seen. But like the C and D, it's better. It's way better than the C and D for sure. So, Ned's Declassified, like I said, S tier, great show, loved it. Super, it was just super fun comparing to the other live action that's on this list. I think it was just a fun show. This one and like Drake and Josh were like, for me, they're like tied of how enjoyable they both were. Phineas and Ferb. Okay, admittedly, I have not seen that much, but from what I have seen, it's not bad. It's actually pretty good. But like I said, I haven't seen all of it, so I have no idea what happens and stuff like that. I like the Nacho Head kid and his brother, the Pocky stick. But what would I give it though? Yeah, because I've never actually like just sat down to watch Phineas and Ferb. Like my sister usually was the one who watched this show, and sometimes like it was like one of those. It's like just like iCarly. Like I would only happen to see it in the background while I'm playing on my DS or something. So I'm gonna give it the Never Seen, just because, like I said, I don't think it deserves a C or a D. But like I also haven't I haven't actually seen the show enough to give it like an actual score. So to play it safe, I'm gonna put Never Seen. Okay, these next two are very easy. Powerpuff Girls, S tier. It's just a good show. Like the old one, at least. The new one, I haven't seen it, so I can't really put my 2 cents on that. But the original, the OG, like I said, I watched it during that Cartoon Network live stream. Still holds up. So Powerpuff Girls really good. Regular show. Oh my god. S tier. Earlier when I had the double S tier, I would have put regular show there. But regular show is so good. I remember when I first saw the teaser on Cartoon Network, where it was just Mordecai and Rigby going regular show. I was like, I don't get it, right? I just didn't. But then when they finally introduced the first episode, I was like, all right, time to watch it. So I think me, my brother, and maybe my sister too, we watched it, and at least for me and my brother, we freaking love this show. It's so good. Like, it ended up being a lot more fun to watch than we were like we had low expectations going into the show, but after we watched the show, it blew our socks off, dude. Like it was so good. And then I like literally yeah. Then I like I said, I stopped having cable, but then I found out you can watch it online. Watch the whole thing. And also, it's not on here, but the J.G. Quintel, the voice actor for Mordecai, and also like the person who made regular show, he also has another show called Close Enough. And if you just want more regular show, but like with a different cast, it's close. I mean, Close Enough is also like more adult. You know what I mean? Like because regular show was on Cartoon Network, so it's like it's more kid friendly, but like they still got away with a lot of things. But like Close Enough was on HBO Max. I believe it's still on there. There's like 3 seasons, and and that show is also super duper fun to watch. It's great. Regular show, S tier, like all day. Even Close Enough, I'd probably give that S tier. It's fun. It's a great show too. So, okay. So this one, speaking of cult followings, Ren and Stimpy. Did not watch this show. I think it came on. I used to have strict parents with like really strict rules, so I was not able to watch like this show. Because I just didn't know what time it was on. And I think it was either on just during the times I wasn't allowed to watch TV or something like that. So I rarely got to see an episode here and there. And talk about a show that just freaking weird, dude. Like the weird in this one versus Flapjack is like, it's like intriguing weird, but like Flapjack is just gross. If you like gross stuff, there's nothing wrong with that. But for me, it was just that was just what it was. It was just gross. I just couldn't. Robot Chicken, not bad. Um, Not the biggest fan of like the dolls and the whatever. I find that a little weird, but I enjoyed it, so I'm gonna at least give it a C. I think Robot Chicken's way better than like these two. But I haven't I don't like keep up with it or anything. Like it was back then. I just watched a couple episodes. I was like, yeah, it's fun, but maybe I might give it a B actually. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up because I did like it. So I just didn't watch a lot of it, but I liked the a good amount that I've seen. I think I've seen at least a season's worth. So Rocket Power. Rocket Power is going to A. I love the show. It was fun. I know I said that for like majority of the shows, but like this is just cartoons. You just sit and watch it. So that's all it really is. But it's about skating and surfing. Character model is not really my favorite. Maybe that's why it brings it down a little bit. But the show itself, it was just a fun show to watch. Rocco's. Okay, ooh, this one's gonna sound heartbreaking. So I enjoyed Rocco's when I was younger, and rewatching it nowadays, you know, I just don't think it holds up the same. Like I watched Hey Arnold, and Hey Arnold holds up a lot, but Rocco's, I think it takes a dip. I'm not gonna give it a D because I don't think it's bad by any means, but I don't think it was as good as people remembered it. I'm gonna give it. Yeah, I've only seen a handful, so I'm gonna give it a B at least because I liked it when I was a kid, but just now I don't know. Maybe I need to actually sit and like pay attention because I just had it in the background and like I just didn't pay attention. But like when I had Hey Arnold, like it was good enough for me to like actually like stop what I was and then watch the show. But Rocco's to me didn't do that, you know. But like I said, B is still pretty solid, you know. C, like I said, C and up is good, but like C, I wouldn't really like recommend people to go watch. I mean, because Flintstones, like, it's such a big name. People already know Flintstones, you know. But Rugrats, S tier. Rugrats, great show. Come on. Samurai Jack, S tier. Come on. Do I have to say any more about these two? You already know. Scooby Doo. Okay, Scooby Doo had so many iterations. It's kind of hard, but overall, like the show, like Scooby Doo, is S, right? You gotta love Scooby Doo. You gotta love Shaggy, Fred, Daphne, and Velma. You gotta love the gang, the Mystery Inc. gang. You know, Simpsons. Okay, Simpsons. I'm gonna put A tier. I know, like they also had the same thing with Family Guy, but like. I find The Simpsons like just fun to watch. Like I even owned a DVD. I don't know where it is, but we used to own a DVD season, and we just watched the first 2 episodes or something. But there was a barbershop quartet one, real good, very good. South Park. Oh, South Park. Okay, yeah, South Park. I remember I didn't like it when I first saw it, but then as I got older and started to understand more, like I don't want to say mature, because like you know, South Park, Simpsons, and like they have immature jokes too. But like as I got older, I started to like understand jokes and stuff like that more. I'm actually gonna give South Park an S tier. South Park is actually hilarious. It's not for everybody. I know there's people out there that don't like it, and it could be offensive and all that stuff. But out of the South Park, Family Guy, Simpsons, South Park has actually made me laugh the loudest. My favorite episode is the I think it's called Make Love Not Warcraft or something like it's the Warcraft episode, and that one like destroyed me. I laughed so hard. So I know South Park is just hilarious. SpongeBob, okay, that everyone knows. Easy S tier. Everybody knows SpongeBob. I know, like like their later seasons also got weird. Like it started to get into like Flapjack territory, but like for the nostalgia, everybody like the first couple of seasons, couple, the first majority of the seasons, everybody loved. It's just great. It's a beloved IP. You know, it's hard to hate on SpongeBob. Steven Universe. Okay, like I said, I've only seen one episode, and that was on the Cartoon Network live stream. But it was like I didn't understand why they chose that episode out of like it was like the worst episode to show because it was like a part two of like a two-part episode or something like that. So it was like they're in the middle of like some conflict with like yeah, it was so weird. It was a random episode that they put on, but yeah, I just didn't understand that. So whatever. Okay, now this one's an interesting one. So there's the Sweet Life on Deck and the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I wasn't the biggest fan of the on deck. I was more of the hotel. So I'm gonna give this one the A, and I'm gonna give this one the B. Yeah, the hotel arc was way better than the cruise ship one. Yeah, the cruise ship one was like they just wanted to try something different, I guess, or maybe contracts expire or whatever. But yeah, it was just way better. Total Drama. I've also been kind of watching this show lately. So if it's just Total Drama Island, that's S tier. If it's Total Drama like the series, I heard like quality has kind of declined a little. So, but since it just says Total Drama Island, since that was the first one, I'm giving it an S. That cast is like the best cast that they've ever had. The comparing to like well, let me see. Total Drama Action also used some of the old cast, but like it only used some, not all, you know. But Total Drama Island was like based off of just the island and just that. Total Drama Action kind of like steered away a little bit with like, oh, it's a TV show, like they're on a movie set, whatever, and then like they try to like add in like a couple of things here and like, yeah, I just wasn't really for that. But Total Drama Island. Yeah, I'm gonna give it an S. Okay, so Teen Titans S tier, great show. I prefer this over the Batman one, but to me the Teen Titans it was a great show, great story, like great villain in Slade, and like Tara, the Earth wielding person, like she was also pretty awesome. But like yeah, Raven, Beast Boy, Cyborg, Robin, and Starfire, like it was just fun show to watch. Okay, so yeah, S tier for sure, hands down. So That's So Raven, like I said, I think is better than Corey, but I don't think it's better than Sweet Life. It was fun. Okay, I don't know if this one's controversial, but Thornberries D tier. Didn't like that show. Didn't like the characters. Didn't like the only redeeming thing about the Wild Thornberries is Nigel Thornberry. He is the only redeeming factor in the show. But even he could not carry the show for me. I just did not enjoy watching it. Okay, and then the last four, for me, technically the last one is very easy. Tom and Jerry is also S tier. It's just great slapstick. This one, Wizards of Waverly Place, didn't actually watch. Zeke and Luther, I've never even heard of it. And Zoe 101 also didn't really watch. So, but that's it. This is my list. Let me take a look. See if there's anything I need to move around. Because I feel like C tier, it kind of looks like as if it was bad, but it's not that bad. I'm thinking like these are a little too high. So I'm gonna move them down. Yeah, because South Park is still S tier. But I feel like these were a little too high. No, I'm gonna put them back just because. Yeah, like especially The Simpsons. The Simpsons is one of, if not the longest running show, besides like WWE if you count that. But Other than that, like The Simpsons is like one of the longest running shows ever, and cultural impact is huge. I mean, I recently just bought a Funko of Homer like going into the hedge, disappearing to the hedge. So, um, yeah, it's great. It has a lot of memes and stuff. Family Guy, yeah, it's still very clippable. So there's that. Kim Possible, like I said, is really good. Invader Zim is good. Futurama is the one I was thinking of. Futurama. No, because if Futurama came on, I would watch it. So okay, no, actually, you know what? I am pretty happy with this list. A lot of more S tiers than I thought. Now, like I said earlier, if I had a double S tier, would that change things? Okay, so if I had a double S tier, it would just be regular show, Gumball, Avatar, Courage, Johnny Bravo. No, I think I'm just gonna stick with S because all these shows that I have in S tier are like very good. Even Ed and Eddie, right? Kids Next Door, Scooby Doo. No, I believe in this list. I'm gonna stick with this. Yeah. All right. Okay. In that case, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope y'all enjoyed this tier list. Let me know what y'all think, and I don't know if you guys could. I mean, you guys can do it if you want. It's called the cartoon/live action 90s to 2010s tier list. Yeah, like I said, shout outs to the person who made this. Don't know, but yeah, shout outs to that. Let me know what you all think about my list. In the comments below, stuff like that. All right. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna see you guys. Next time.